I've always wanted to tell my tale, to tell my story. I said for a long time I was going to put it into a book and try and share what happened and my perspective, my perception. I guess it all comes down to a story of hope, my own self-leadership journey, my own values, authenticity, and quite a bit of rawness and pain along the way. Alan Watts, Carl Jung, according to the Internet of Things, first you suffer and then you awaken. So over the next however many videos, I'll keep them short, 5 minutes around about, journey with me on my story of I can't breathe too well, not very fit, I got quite pale. Told all my mates I was fine. The concrete pills I swallowed. I kept pushing on. Kept ringing up sick. The emergency ward, ED, being admitted to hospital, getting put into the psych ward because there were no available beds. Waking up to the guy that was pissing on the side of his bed because he didn't know any better. Then getting put into a general ward when I found out I needed emergency dialysis to stay alive. What that looked like, felt like, the journey through dialysis, the nephrologists, the doctors, the specialists, the nurses, the procedures, the scans, the biopsies, the people that supported me, the nurses that held my hand, the friends that were there when I needed them most. There were laughs, there was definitely trauma, and a story that the more I've shared with people, the more vulnerable and open I've become, seems to help them along the way in their own life. Definitely helps me. Definitely hasn't been easy. Who said life was meant to be? So, as we approach 3 minutes, and I'm already crying on the very first intro video, you can tell I don't have concrete pills anymore. I don't see the value in cramming feelings down. All they do is come out later. So, let's go through this journey. There were laughs, so many laughs. So much pain. So much fatigue. So much resilience. So much leadership. Personally, professionally, it's all the same. Throughout this journey, I've learned that it doesn't really matter if you're in a uniform, if you're at work, if you're in the supermarket, if you're getting a crack fixed on your windscreen. Everyone out there has a story. Everyone out there has a journey. Everything builds into the greater why of how we treat ourselves, how we treat other people, why it all matters, and why life is out there to be lived, to be loved, to be treasured, and how through all of this, years on, I still wake up smiling, even if sometimes through those smiles there's a few tears rolling down my cheeks. Humanity, being human. What a ride. So, if you want to follow through, let's go. Brace yourself. I brace myself.